But yeah, thank you to everyone who sent stuff in. I really, really appreciate it. Sorry, my little Starbies is in the way there. It's not Starbies, just made it myself. But yes, this will go up on YouTube. And yes, I do chop all of these up into individual TikToks, Instagrams, which go across all platforms, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, everything. If you've joined in on TikTok, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone who submitted photos. If you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to use this, chop it up as much as you need to, and do whatever you need to do with it if you want to post it before I get round to chopping everything up. But yeah, I think we've got about, I want to say about 30 pictures to get through, so about the same as yesterday. So this live is not going to be too long today, maybe just over an hour. And I do have to run at 12 o'clock at the latest. So I've set that to an hour for now. And obviously if people do drop stuff in, then we can keep going. But if we're all happy, we will get cracking. Are we all happy? Are we all ready to go? How do we send photos in? If you want to send photos in, check the pinned post on my page. And don't forget, you enjoy your Jet2 holiday. They don't give me enough commission for that. I take that back. Don't enjoy a Jet2 holiday. I get no affiliate with them. But do you know where I do get affiliates from? Pixieset. Go to the link in my bio and use Pixieset. I've used Pixieset for years, and it's a really good platform to deliver your pictures, manage your bookings, and invoice people. And don't forget to check Patreon while you're there. I've got presets on there too. Anyway, that's enough of the shameless self-plug-in. Let's go. Right. At Yanks_Games581. Cool spot. This is a really cool color. The car is slightly cut off there. And what I say for a lot of these kind of images is you want the far left side and the far right side of the car to be like even either side. I think a bit of masking and centering the car out in the crop would have been a bit nicer as well. But I think overall, this is clearly a bit of a car park spot, which I'm not a fan of, unfortunately. There's a lot of reflections. There's a lot of distractions. I think to improve this, you should have come over to the right a bit, show a bit more of the side of the car. But unfortunately, this angle just isn't it for me, unfortunately. But good spot. But as an image, it's just not it's not great, unfortunately. But definitely keep going, keep trying, and I'm sure you'll figure it out. But the car park spots aren't it for me. Like, this is not like specific to you. This is something I've said about the whole car spotting thing for a long time. A lot of the car spotting style images are just incredibly distracting. As I was saying in the comments, there needs to be more open. Yeah, you're right. They're always too close in. They're not open enough. There's not enough breathing room around the car. Cool spot, but yeah, just as far as an image goes of a car, it's just not the best, unfortunately. But come out a bit, move around a bit, and explore with angles and lighting. But yeah, this is not quite there for me, unfortunately. Right, who's next? Where are we at? Classic rally car up the Epic. That's good. You didn't make it there. Check it. I'm not pulling. Right, so if anyone does want to submit pictures, do not DM me, because I will not be looking at it. Put it in the post that's pinned on my page. If you DM me, it will not be seen. I will not be using it. That's just something I've had to start doing because too many people were DMing me. And I'll be honest as well, my DMs, apart from like certain people, are usually off in terms of notifications. So make sure that you put the picture you want in the comments on the pinned post on my page. If it is not there, it is not getting used. Right. Okie dokie. Gareth Jones _WXM. I believe he dropped one in yesterday. Might even be in here actually, because he does join these somewhat frequently. What car is that? Obviously I can see the Lamborghini wheels. I've no idea what car that is, but that is stance like a treat. You are spot on. Now, composition, really, really, really good. Like, you've got the rule of thirds really good there. So rule of thirds would be here roughly, and there. Distractions aren't too bad. That's clearly a wing mirror, so that's fine. You know, you've got a nice light source coming in there. Cheeky little bit of foreground there. I think there's only one thing on this that I would change if this was me, to be completely honest. Can anyone guess what this is? It's normally the same things I say, but definitely got a good color pop on there as well. The color grading's nice, clearly a bit of masking. I think the only thing on this that I would change is I would level out the Lambo badge. I would just make it the right way up, I think. It's clearly not like an embossed one that the shadows would look off on, so I would just sort that out, to be honest with you. But other than that, that is the only thing I can say about this. I would not change anything else, to be completely honest. This is really, really good. If you can't do it, just get AI to do it. I'll be honest with you, this is actually a very, very easy thing to do, and it is likely quicker to do it via Photoshop than it is to do it via AI, to be like dead straight with you. You can just open this up in Photoshop, draw around here with the pen tool, duplicate the layer, and then just rotate it. It would legitimately take a minute if you've got a quick PC. But like it would genuinely, most this should take is about 5 minutes, but it's a very, very good, easy thing to do. But Photoshop is worth learning it. Thought you was Joe Marler for a second. I'd actually take that as a compliment. I am a Welsh Joe Marler. Shall I get like the mohawk as well? He's a sound bloke. I really like Joe Marler. But yeah, no, other than the badge not being level, that is the only thing that I would criticize this on. But I would honestly take a couple of minutes in Photoshop, so it's worth learning Photoshop for that purpose. I wouldn't just resort to AI, to be honest with you. For that, yeah, I wasn't a negative. No, mate, I don't just run to the negative things. It's all right. Oh, no, I like Joe Marler, so I'll take that. Problem is I'm Welsh, and he's gonna kick off, isn't he? I'm gonna tell him that. I'm gonna message him. Stubbies. Right, next one. What's going on? I commented, so I've already pulled all the pictures from the previous post, so I'm not adding any to this at the moment. Unless that time, I guess, run up something silly, then we'll have a look at it. Right, we're going that way. At HTMedia02. This is a cool, you know. I think, actually, this is actually really cool. I would have brightened it up a little bit because this does get, I think, yeah, I would have brightened it up because it's all very kind of, there's not enough, like, I don't know what the word is. There's not enough kind of layer into this. There's not enough sort of, the car is the center of the image, in my opinion. This isn't like, because like when I looked at this then, the first thing I looked at was sort of the people. This could just be me. Like, this could just be me. But for me, I would have brightened the car up a little bit and maybe brought the exposure of the whole image up, but then kind of drew a bit more attention into the car itself. And when it comes to like the drifting events, I don't normally say get rid of like Photoshop out the people because the people are the atmosphere, but I would have probably just maybe used a bit of generative fill to get rid of that guy there. Flat, yeah. To me, this is a little bit flat. Thank you, Josh. I think with a bit of editing, maybe some masking, you know, like a fake light source almost coming in from here and some masking there and a little bit behind the car, this would have had a bit more of a 3D look to it. But this is just a little bit flat. It's a very good shot. It just needs a little bit more work in terms of editing, which is, you know, is easily done. You could easily just take this back and, you know, go do it again, you know. But I would have got rid of, I'm guessing that's another media guy there, so I would have got rid of the media guy. But these people are fine. All of this is fine. Maybe that poll. But no, it just needs a little bit more work in terms of Lightroom. But it'd be a very simple thing to sort in Lightroom. But yeah, I think it's a good shot. Very good shot. Just needs a little bit of extra work. But other than that, like, I'm not saying just bad things about it. It is a very good shot. Cheers, Cartel, for sorting that out and keeping things pinned and moderated. Appreciate it. How do I send them to you? Check the pinned post on my page. Keep an eye out for the comments and everything. I will update with the next live. Appreciate the follow, Isaac. Thank you very much. Sounds fun. I need some help improving now. Just bought a new setup. Good stuff, mate. What we bought? Do you see my comments? I haven't. I'll have a look in a minute. It didn't come up. So I replied to someone else's comment on it, but I didn't see yours on there. You rating new pics? Yeah, this is different to yesterday. So I put a post out yesterday asking for more pictures so we could do some more. There is a pinned post on my page right now that you can go comment on, and I will use that then for the next live. I don't know when the next live is going to be that I'm doing this. It may be during the week. It might not be during like prime time, but I will do it again soon. Which one is yours, Josh? I had a pic of it yesterday, but I'll be lucky enough today. I think so. I think I saw yours, Callum. I was actually quite impressed by yours. But, right. Oh, yeah, I saw this one. This is tasty. I'll be honest, I think TikTok has done this dirty in terms of the quality and things. But at Lewis Thomas Media, this, I'm taking a further deeper look. But this is, I'm going to say chef's kiss, you know. Mwah. There's nothing I can say about this. I think there's no distractions. You've got really good leading lines going on with the car there. You've got a nice little bit of angle going on, good bit of action, good shutter speed there because you've got the wheels spinning, but still got everything in focus. I've got nothing bad to say about this, to be completely honest with you. I think if you wanted me to be like, stupid critical, as Cartel Automotive just said, is perhaps try and bring a bit of saturation back into the green and red and take some of the blue out. But that is being like really, really critical, you know. I know a few people in the comments are saying maybe you try and bring this side of the car up, but I'll be honest, I think if you brought this side of the car up in terms of exposure, it would probably start blending in with the snow being kicked up. So I actually think that looks really, really good. But no, this is a cracking shot. This is really, really good, and you should be very proud of this. Like, I strive Sweden. Nah, like, yeah, I've got nothing bad to say. If you want me to be incredibly critical, perhaps, yeah, just change some of the saturation settings on the side of the car, but that's it. You know what I mean? That's being mean, you know? But no, this is really, really good. What were the settings used for this? I'm not sure. Maybe I should start asking perhaps for people to drop the settings in, you know? Yeah, that could be quite good, actually, if I start asking people to say what the settings are in the comments. Are you rating all the photos in the comments on your last post? I've saved all of them. If I can get through them all in time, I will, because I am aware that a lot of these lives do drag on. I remember the first one we did was, 3.5 hours. So yeah, I do try to keep it Capped. Thank you, Jazz46. Appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. Okay. If someone sends a Galaxy, he will have no choice with that timer. That's a fair point. That's a very fair point. And maybe I can go buy a real Starbucks then instead of making them at home. Right. At Car Media Lutva? Now, cool shot. Very cool shot. Not a bad angle. Personally, for me, I would have come a bit lower, but that's personal preference. And obviously, obviously this car is on the move, so I think it's going to be tricky to get the angle right. But I would have liked to have seen this from a bit of a lower thing. As the comments are saying there as well, a little bit of breathing space would have been nice. I don't know if you've chosen to crop it this much or if that was the situation. And I would have just got rid of these poles, I think. Those for me are a little bit distracting. But yeah, this is actually a pretty solid shot, I do quite like it. I love these kind of burnout, drifting shots, I think they're really good. I do enjoy them. But, to me, yeah, the thing is, like, normally I'd be saying, add some masking, add some of this, add some of that. But because there's not much breathing room, you can't really add much masking. So I think, yeah, a bit more breathing room and this would be really good. Bit more breathing room and this would be really, really good. But in terms of like the edit and everything, this is good. You've not gone too far with it. You've preserved all the details. The wheels being black wheels are always tricky to get the details out on them, and you've done a good job there. I just think, yeah, it just needs more breathing room. But I kind of understand that in the situation that might not be possible. But no, it's good. It's good. Right. What's next? What's going on? The car came close. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's what I was saying. Like, I do understand that situation is not easy to get breathing room. But no, you did a good job. You did a good job there, like, in the situation. A lot of people, when they do start throwing up burnouts and stuff, it's not, they don't plan it, do they? They kind of just do it. Where do I send pics? Check the pinned video on my page. I'm not accepting any extras now. The ones on my page will now be for the next live. Check mine. I'm at work, so I gotta go. I'm not prioritizing anyone, mate. Unfortunately, I'm not letting anyone jump queues and stuff. If I do it for one person, I got to do it for everyone, and then it's just a free for all. It's just chaos. Payday for you. I know. Thank you very much for the gifts. I do appreciate that. We're a few days out from payday now, and I'm counting down the days. I say that I'm self-employed, but Right. I don't know who this picture belongs to because the TikTok comments would not let me save it. So I had to kind of screen grab it. But to be fair, the quality has definitely been preserved there. Now, shot on the grass is nice. A little bit of foreground there as well. Good rear 3/4. I think, again, personally for me, I would have moved over a bit. But then you probably would have lost the foreground. So that's a personal decision there. Because I can see there's some numbers and writing on the side of the car, which would have been nice to see. But yeah, that pole there is the main distracting thing for me. This is clearly like a spotting situation, isn't it? Where, there's been a meet or something and this is on the side of the road. Because obviously that is not particularly like aesthetically pleasing, but that's the situation. But yeah, I would have got rid of this pole and maybe cleaned up whatever's going on over here. But in terms of like, and I would have changed the crop. You've got more space on the left side there to the right side. So I would have maybe just changed the crop to centralize it a little bit more. But I can see you've got a very subtle mask going on down here, which is good. And you've preserved all the detail in the sky. Maybe that's a little bit oversaturated up there. But again, I'm being quite critical there. But overall, this is generally a very good shot. You've kept all the details down the bottom as well, which is good in those shadows. I think you just need to change the crop a little bit. And I've done it again. Right, you need to change the crop a little bit and remove the pole out of it. That's about really. It's a good shot. Good shot. Good colouring as well. It's almost like real life plus in terms of colouring. It's very strong and very kind of accurate. It's the lamp for me. Yeah, it's a bit distracting. Do you rate aviation photography? I do. I'm not an aviation photographer though, so I can't really comment that much on it. I can comment on it from a photography perspective, but not like I'm not that good at it. Like I've never tried it, so I wouldn't. What watch you wearing? It's literally just a Casio. It was $44.99 from the local jewelers. It's nothing special. Looks like there's quite a bit of clarity. Yeah, I think there's quite a bit of clarity on it, but it's not over the top, if that makes sense. Or at least on my screen anyway. I don't know how it's coming out on your screen, but on my screen it's actually like looking... Yes, there's a lot of clarity, but it's not too much. It's just about... Are you from Wales? I very much... Yeah, it's a Casio. When you next live? I don't know yet. I do daily lives where I tend to do like little car photography Q&A, so if people have questions regarding, camera settings and editing and business and general things like that, then I do those every day. But these specific ones where I edit your pictures, rate your pictures and stuff are usually once a week in the evenings. So the only thing I can say there at the minute is just drop me a follow and keep an eye out on my page, because I haven't got a plan yet on when I'm doing the next one. What part of Wales are you from? Valleys originally, and then I moved to West Wales, and then I moved down to Devon. Can you do my Insta, rate my photography? I am not going onto different people's profiles and off apps and things like that. We tried that. And unfortunately, I got restricted very, very quickly for jumping between apps. Tigati Sharakamrai? No. I know what that says, but I can't string a sentence together. I can read it and I can kind of understand it roughly, but I can't speak it. I couldn't like put a sentence together or anything, but I can make out what you're saying from specific things, if that makes sense. Appreciate the follow, Tom. Appreciate the follow, Callum. Thank you very much. How many picks do you have to rate? We've got about another 20 to go through, maybe 30. And thank you for your response. No worries. Literally never. Cartel Automotive wants that commission. Might have to get you like an affiliate link or something. Literally never met a Welsh person from South who speaks Welsh. To be honest with you, it's not. I know a lot of people who do, but South Wales wise, it's not very much spoken anymore. They definitely reduced the amount of Welsh schools in the area and stuff as well. Yeah, it's just 1 minute. Just happens. That's a different story. Okay, this is nice. I like this. Next step, 00. Good 3/4 angle there. I think the picture could have done with a little bit more breathing room because you've got a very little space there and then a fair bit amount of space there. You've done well to get a nice low 3/4 angle of, I want to say that's like is that almost like a low rider? I feel like that's something to be like, I'd expect to start having hydraulics and start bouncing around. But no, this is really cool. I like what we've done. It's very blue, but it kind of works because it's clearly sort of sunset going on there at the minute as well. But having this tight crop does mean there's not really anything distracting as well. But no, I like this. It's very simple and it's very nice and it's very clean kind of color grade on it. But I think maybe a little bit more masking just because you've preserved the details in the sky there. So it'd be good to see more detail in the sky. But no, I think this is pretty good, really. I don't think I'd change anything on it. I think it just needs a bit of breathing room. That's the only thing I'd say needs changing, to be completely honest with you. But oh, next step, 00 is pretty good, pretty good. I think that's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, in the Rhondda there's quite a bit people who speak. Yeah, I'm from Rhondda. That's where I'm from. Yeah, but yeah, there's not many people there who speak it. It's very quite. I mean, there's a few, but yeah, it's not. How many have you rated? I'm not sure. A few. Have you rated the McLaren 620? No. And if it's in traffic, it's probably just gonna receive the same thing I say about a lot of car spotting stuff, unfortunately. To be fair, Newport, they barely speak English. Right. There's no Newport slander here now, otherwise they're going to come for us all. Right. At CR_photography 3. Right. As was said in the comments then, this is a very retro style, but you've clearly said that in your watermark as well, which is quite cool, actually. Old school style. But no, I rate the old school style. Is this genuine, like, on like an old school camera, or is this like an edit off a new camera? Because I'm keen to find out about that because I see like lots of different approaches. But you are watching this, so let's see what you say. But I do like this. Obviously, direct flash, lights on, sunset going on in the background there. I think I would have liked to have seen, I mean, I'm about to say level it out, like level the horizon out. But then I think, is that a bridge? That wouldn't have been level. I think if I was me, I would have leveled out the horizon just like this there. I would have just had a bit more straight. But then I can see how that would affect the angle of the car. But no, overall, this is actually a good shot. I think, yeah, I would have just messed around with the crop a little bit just to see how it would have looked. What do you say? Edit on a new camera. Okay. As far as an editing perspective goes, this is really good. Like, it's very hard to get that retro-y feel going on, like, properly. And then I would have got rid of maybe these couple of little bits down here that are a bit distracting, these little lights. But that's about it, really. I think, no, it's really, really good. Really, really good. I like it. I wouldn't, yeah, like I'm saying, like, arguably, like, you could change this and that, but I don't know if I actually would now looking at it. But I would have got rid of these little bits here. That's it. I think that's the only things I would have done. The number plate is quite bright in comparison to everything else, so maybe have a look at getting rid of that. But again, like I say in all these lives, it's more, obviously I don't know the context of these images, so I don't know if the owner wants the plate in it or not. So, but no, this is good. I like this a lot. I like the retro style, and it does look like it's ready to go drifting kind of thing, and I do like that a lot. It's very old school. It's very cool. I like it. What's going on? Camcorder shaky, camcorder footage. Yeah. Where do you go and refuel again? I don't know. I've got no plans to go there at the minute. Nothing against them. Like, it's just I've got no plans to in the diary. Trying to read marketplace listings from Newport is bad. Oh dear, the Newport slander continues. You done my white BMW? You've come on at the right time there, mate, because we're about to start it. Thank you for the follow, Joe. Appreciate it. But yes, Callum Warren, have you done my white BMW? We are on it now. Why has it gone pixelated? I mean, it's all right on my end. I think it's just the recording. But like I say on all these lives, I don't comment on the quality as such because obviously I know that like TikTok comments does have an effect on the quality, and I know it comes out different and stuff. I tend to comment more on lighting, composition, color grading, and things like that. So stuff you can actually kind of implement without having to go buy a new camera, you know. So let's have a look. good kind of front 3/4. You've turned the wheel the right way, which is good because a lot of people have turned the wheel the other way, which is a bit annoying. I think the only thing for me that's bugging me on this is the cars in the background and the reflections across the bonnet and windscreen. So you can get, and this is not a plug, you can get polarizers that go on your phone lens. These are pretty good and pretty cheap as well. That will cut out all the reflections on the, well, most 99% of the reflections off the windscreen there and the bonnet, which would have been good to see. And I don't know about these cars in the background. I don't know if that was, they were just there, or if that's a choice. If that was a choice, I'd have moved over to the right a bit just to show them more. But to me there, that's just kind of looks distracting as far as the image goes. And I would have just got rid of these poles and stuff there, to be honest, because I feel like these would have all been quite easy to kind of fix in Lightroom, get rid of them, and I would have just either got those cars out of the way or photoshopped them out or done something, because to me they're not helping the image as such, because they're not fully in it and they're not fully out of it. But yeah, I think a polarizer would definitely have helped you a lot. But yeah, I do recommend one of them. But no, good angle, good like front 3/4 shot, good edit on it. A bit of masking would have been nice up and down, and I would have just got rid of all the distracting bits that are going on there, really. But no, then that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Ooh, it's a tasty edit on that. That's interesting. It's just me, or is it Louvre? Louvre? I don't know what it's called. On wonky, because that isn't straight, is it? That thing on the back. That's why it makes such a difference. Yeah, the CPLs do make a big difference. Foliage needs some desaturating. Yeah, I think if the reflections were cut out with the CPL, I think it would have almost worked out. I think it would have been a bit more of a balanced thing. It does look wonky, doesn't it? I thought it was me. It's a very different edit. You're right. This is a very, very different edit from at G3CXO. Very different edit. I'm not against it. It's a very cinematic edit almost. I'm not sure what's going on in terms of, there's a bit of pixelating going on there, which could just be the comments. But as far as the edit goes, I don't know. Like, obviously this is causing some comments there, but I kind of like it. I think the biggest thing for me is, I'm guessing this is a camper van in the background there. That's the biggest thing for me that's bugging me about this. As like a cinematic kind of shot, I think, and I would maybe have liked to have seen the brake lights on. I think adding that like kind of pop of red would have kind of given this a bit more oomph. And I think, yeah, as we've just said in the comments there's a bit of darkness going on down here and things are getting lost. But I think, yeah, I actually kind of like the edit. I just would have got rid of this camper van here, and I would have liked to have seen it with the brake lights on, because I think that extra bit of red and that little bit of red kind of colour it would have caused alongside this edit would have been really nice, I think. But other than that, dead straight on shot, you can't really go wrong. Good lighting from the side there. You do lose a bit over here, but kind of almost works with that edit in terms of like a cinematic sense. But yeah, I would have just got rid of the camper, really. But I am interested to find out why this thing on the windscreen is wonky, because that is not straight. It's not bad, that one. I think there's an artificial light source. Possibly. It just didn't look like it was on straight. Kind of looks like Star Wars. Can you view my first photo? I haven't used filters or anything. I don't know. We'll have to have a look. We'll see if we get to it when we get to it, mate. Looks like a Forza loading screen. Did a little bit. Appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. But yeah, like to all the people who are new and have just joined this, like I can't prioritize anyone purely just because once I prioritize one person, I've got to prioritize everyone, you know, and it just like you can't please everyone. So I just go through and I just go through them in the order I can go through them. These all do go up on YouTube, and I do repost them all, so you can literally look back at just your one later if you need to. But yeah. Right, let's get on to the next one. This is an awfully bright car, which is quite cool. At Car Media Lutfer. I think we did one of his earlier, so if this comes up again, we will have to skip. But overall, I've not really got anything. I'm looking at this, and the more I'm trying to look at it to try and kind of, obviously, you know, you've submitted it for feedback, so I want to give you feedback, but like, I'm kind of not really seeing anything that I think you've got some reflection. Like, obviously, there's the big bright reflection on the side there, but it's not necessarily kind of taken away from the shape of the car or anything, so it does sort of work. Obviously, the fence line there that's in the reflection, again, is showing off the shape of the car in a sense, so it's actually not too bad. You just got some, like, reflections going on there from, I'm guessing there's some trees and stuff. I mean, I would like to have seen the wheel turned. Again, that's a personal preference, though. And the wing mirrors out would have been nice, because they're clearly tucked up there, aren't they? But yeah, I think this is generally really, really good. I think just wing mirrors out and wheel turn to show off, because I know these Lambos have got massive brakes. So it would have been nice to see the wheel turned. I think that's about it. I do sometimes say, you know, go lower and stuff, but this is a good angle to shoot from. But no, other than that, front 3/4, good lighting from behind, good shadows being caused, nice reflections are not necessarily taken away from it either. But yeah, no, pretty good. Nice colouring, nice lighting, nice kind of situation. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, there's not too much that you can kind of change on this. It's quite a nice, simple, just straightforward shot, you know? It's good. It's good. Right. Where are we? What's going on? How do I send mine in? Go and check the pinned post on my page right now, and that will put you in, that will then go in ready for the next live. I haven't announced when the next live is because I don't know myself yet. If the wheels were silver, yeah, it would. But, you know, at the end of the day, this is a photography thing, not a car thing. So I'm not going to sit here and say you should, you know, the wheels should be silver. But yeah, I know, I do agree though. I think it would have looked nice if it was silver. I'm not anti black wheels, but I like silver wheels personally. I think silver wheels do really. I think silver wheels complement literally any color. I think black wheels do tend to go missing, in my opinion, in images. You just can't really make them out. Okay, okie dokie. At Vetly011, I think. This is clearly like a 16:9 shot, which I'm not sure if it's coming up, but it's like a 16:9 shot. But the only thing that bugs me more than anything is there appears to be some sort of AI blur thing going on. Maybe not AI, but like some fake blur going on around the background. And you can see it across the top there because it's just not, it's like this bit there, it's sort of in focus, and then over here it's not. And then down here is in focus, and then, you know, you look at this corner there and it's, yeah, the focus to me, I don't know if that's coming through on screen, but the focus to me just looks a bit weird. And as is saying in the comments now, a good car, but not good angle, and the lighting is horrible. Yeah. I think the thing is, right, the background lighting you've got, these kind of nice little bits here that are causing some reflection, is actually really nice. I think had you externally lit this car, it would have been a lot better. But again, I don't know the context of this, like if it's a shoot or if it's just a car park spot or whatever. You know, all the shadows are getting lost. The angle is slightly off, and it's just not quite center. Like I think the badge is center, but the car as a whole isn't. But yeah, I think, yeah, center it out, level it out, and then maybe work on bringing some details back in the shadow. And if you have put like some fake blur on the background, I'd just get rid of it. It's not looking right, unfortunately. But no, other than that, you know, it's nice front three quarter. The lighting is sort of working for the car, but it's not at the same time. But yeah, that's all I can say about that, really. But okay, rate mine, please, Greg. Did you put it in this morning or like earlier, or what's going on? Looks a bit wonky. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. There's no specific order, so if it's there, it'll be done when it gets done. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. Kind of, the problem is, like, if I prioritize one person, I have to prioritize everyone, and it just causes havoc. E9. Oh, thank you very much for the Galaxy E901 Rick. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. When did you drop your photo in? When did you put that in? Like 5 minutes ago. Okay, we will, because you've sent to Galaxy, I will make an exception. Let me see where it is. Let me see where it is. That's the only time I'm going to make exceptions. So yeah, if we are in the mood to drop Galaxies, then I will an exception, because, you know. Oh wow, okay, there's a lot of comments have just come through on there. Okay, let me have a look. Sorry, I'm just going to pull that picture up now. Like I said, if you drop in Galaxies, it's a different story then, isn't it? E901 Rick. Which post did you put it on? Is it on... bear with me. There's a lot of... Wow, okay. The comments on there have picked up quite quickly, which I wasn't expecting. The recent one, okay. Sorry, what did you say your picture was again? I will, like I said, I will make an exception on this instance, but this is not a normal situation, but... E90, okay, let me have a look. You said on the recent one, didn't it? The text post. There's a sticker on the windscreen. Yeah, okay, bear with me. I'm trying to find it. Can you, I'm going to be a pain. Can you just send it to me? Because I can't find it. It's not coming up, and it's not in the hidden either, which is weird. But yeah, sorry about that. That's a bit of a weird thing. Sorry about that, everyone. Time to steal the parents' credits card. Wait, please don't do that. I'm not being responsible for that. All right, well, I'm going to skedaddle. Have a good day. You have a good day too, mate. Sorry if it's taking a bit longer, but, you know, check now. Look, I reposted it. Okay. Definitely on the text video, which is, can I get this to focus? Come on, camera. Play ball. No, that one. Your username is not different, is it? Like, sorry, I just realised that's focused off me. Yeah, can I be a pain? Can you just message me it? E901 Rec. Can you just message me it? If you message it to me, I'll do it in a sec. That is not a free will to everyone else to message me. Because he sent the Galaxy, he gets priority treatment. But yeah, if you message me that now, I will get onto it after this one. So we'll just do this one while I wait for you to drop me that message. So at David D4vid 4K. Right. I've got that. I've got it. Talk to you, right? So good angle, good lighting coming from there. Nice masking going on. Galaxy equals princess treatment. It does. The only thing for me on this one is just this pole, just a few buildings in the background are a little bit distracting. And I would have liked to have seen more. Again, I'd like to have seen more of this kind of foliage / shrubbery coming down over the picture there, I think. But other than that, this is actually quite good. I do like this a lot. You've got the lighting coming in from the right place as well, which is good. I think just those buildings there are a bit distracting for me. But other than that, maybe could have brought up the shadow side a bit more. Brought up some wheels a little bit more, but no, that's pretty good. I think, yeah, like the angle wise and everything, this is quite nice. I think, yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen a bit more kind of foliage and shrubbery coming down from the top there. But no, this is pretty good. Right, at E901 Rick, apologies for the delay, but that has now come through. So let me just fire that over to the laptop. Now, if anyone does want their pictures rated, check the pinned post on my page. If anyone wants their pictures rated in this live specifically and do not want to wait, then Galaxy's Talk. Okay, let me just open this up. Let me open this bad boy. Where's TikTok Studio gone? There we go. There we go. Right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Bear with me. Add source. Window capture. 881. Let's open. Okie dokie. Let me just full screen this. Right. Full screen. Let me just get the background darker on this so we can make a good impression of it. Right. At E901 Rick. So, cool car. This Irish, I take it, based on the plate. This is Irish car. We do have a few Irish people in, I believe, in this chat, which may be interested in this. But I think the one thing I'll say, looking at this, I would have changed the crop to 4x5. So basically what that will do is that will essentially just cut out all this empty space down the bottom. So if you change the crop and have the car sitting on like the bottom third, I think this would have been overall a better image. And then I would have moved the crop in a bit more on this side as well. So you've got even space, basically where the far left side of the image where the car cuts off. You want that side of it to be even to that side in this situation. So I would have cropped along here, and then that would have been quite a different and quite a much better looking image. And then if you have Lightroom available to you, I would have got alternative fill available to you. I would have got rid of the window tint sign. Other than that, like the background itself is actually quite clean considering this is like obviously like a yard or a unit. But yeah, I would have got rid of the window tint sign there and I would have changed the crop and then maybe looked at perhaps introducing some masking just to kind of really draw more attention to the light to the car. But no, it's a very cool car. Like the intention is clearly there with the shot. I just think the crop is a bit off. So I think if you change the crop, this would actually be a lot like really, really good. But no, lights on, I like. Front 3/4 with the wheel turned the right way is good as well. And the background itself is actually not that distracting. There's a few little bits maybe to get rid of. But definitely get rid of that window tint sign, I think is the big thing for me, and the crop. But that, other than that, mate, I wouldn't change anything else really. I think that's pretty. A CPL maybe, but again, the distractions aren't that bad. So no, I think immediate feedback. I just changed the crop. I think is the big thing there. I think you would immediately have a better image. Just change the crop so it fits along here, and yeah, I think that's about it. Really, that's kind of all I can say, mate. Other than that, it's generally a good shot. I like it. I think just change the crop, and you'll be onto a winner there. And yes, if you do have Lightroom available, I do have a preset available on my Patreon. But yeah, that's all I'd say, mate. I think if you just change the crop, you'd immediately have a better image. Yeah, that's about it, really. No worries, mate. Not a problem at all. Appreciate you sending the Galaxy through and appreciate you sending through this. Right, let's jump on to the next one, people. Let's get cracking back on cue. When to receive, mate, I will have a look and see if I can perhaps get like some sort of affiliate link going for you because you advertise me more than I advertise myself. Full screen. Right, let's keep going. Let's keep chipping away. Okay, at Elinion _ Do you know, like, I do quite like this. I'm keen to see what people say in the comments about this, but I quite like this as kind of like a lifestyle sort of shoot and like almost like an advert kind of shoot. I actually quite like this. I think it this definitely sort of captures like the whole busy city lifestyle. And yes, as I was saying, it's a very, very smart and very artistic shot. I think if for notes of improvement from me, I don't know how this would have worked though. is to have brought some detail up down here. But I think that would have taken away from the artistic side of it. But no, like, honestly, I think, like, as an artistic shot to promote kind of the lifestyle that comes with the car, this is, like, honestly, this is really, really good. And like you're saying there, the rear lights being on makes such a big difference. And I know normally I'd be like, yeah, get rid of these cars, get rid of this. But as an artistic and lifestyle shot, this is actually, like, really, really, really good. I feel like this is one of those ones you need to be tagging Audi and sending it to Audi and see if you can find a contact in Audi and send it to them. But no, this is genuinely a really good shot. Very artistic, good use of movement, good composition, good bit of foreground there as well. And yeah, this is spot on. This is really, really good. Nothing bad to say about this one. Chef's kiss. We'll go with chef's kiss on this. I like this. Okay, where we are. I think someone asked about this, actually. If you just posted, it'll be next live. Yeah, so if you want to enter your pictures for the next sort of rating, go check the pinned post on my page. And I haven't announced the next live yet. I am still working out when I can do it. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the shares, everyone. Everyone who's sharing this and following it. I do appreciate it. I had to go. Did I get done in that time? I don't think so. If I'm wrong, let me know. Got a very nice, generous person. Drop a cheeky galaxy, so they jumped the queue, which took a couple of minutes. Right. Appreciate the follow. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay. At N Photography 16. Now, to me, the car looks out of focus. I don't know. Well, I say out of focus. It looks like you've gone for the panning shot and the front of this has started kind of shaking. So the car itself is actually blurry. So I think it's not quite right. But angle-wise, it's good. You know, you've got a bit of foreground there. Clearly nice bit of light in the background there. And yeah, I just think the front of the car is just a bit blurry for me. And I would like to have seen a CPL on the front of this because that's clearly like a darker colour. And I think just a few of these signs being taken out would have been nice, and some masking down here. But I think the overarching thing on this, and I know it probably sounds like I'm being a bit harsh, but it's the front of the car is just a bit shaky. It's not like sharp. And yeah, CPL and a bit of masking, and this would have been pretty good. I think it's just, yeah, there's a little bit, it's not either not focused right or there's just been a bit too much shaking going on. But other than that, it's actually a pretty good shot, especially like as a good spot as well. But yeah, I would have got rid of these, bit of masking, and just maybe try to see if you could save this somehow. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty good. Oh, right, he is in here. I know he's in here because he's been eagerly waiting for this. How do we get ours shown? I wanted to possibly show my photography. Check the pinned video on my page, and there will be information there about how to drop your pictures. I will not be getting onto any extras live unless there's galaxies sent, because that's how we've had others skipped. But yeah, right. I am here, Josh Photography. Yes, you are. Now, this is clearly, I'm clearly an idiot and I keep pressing the wrong button. But no, as Manchester Car Spot, as I said there, this is a really, really good shot. This is a gorgeous shot. I think the angle is nice. Normally I'd be saying like, oh, you know, straighten it out, but this is actually really nice. The lighting is hitting that steering wheel gorgeous, and the chrome and everything. I think as far from an exposure point of view, you've got everything really good. Like obviously down here is a bit dark, but that's the lighting, that is the situation. This, I'll be honest with you, right, from this side of the picture through the window, this actually to me suits it. Obviously the Mustang being an American car, and that looks like a chopper or kind of like an almost like American kind of bike kind of thing. I could be totally wrong and I could be offending the entire bike community here. But I think having the bike there actually kind of suits the situation in the car. I think the issue you've got is over on this side here. But I think even in post, there's probably not a lot you could have done about all of this because there's just too much of it. But no, the color grading wise, lighting wise, and kind of everything that's going on over here is really, really nice. It is just what's happening through the windscreen. There's a little bit of a thing going on there. But no, this is really, really good. I like it. I do like it a lot. I like having this foreground up here and down there, so you go through the windscreen. But no, this is good. This is good. Can you check my website? Nope, I don't do that. Despite my degree saying otherwise, but I don't do that. Are you local to Exeter? Yes, I am local to Exeter. No, I'm definitely not Irish. Nothing against Irish, but I'm very much not Irish. It was a classic car show, so there was a lot of people. Yeah, I think it's one of them. Like, I'm not going to criticize you on that because it's one of them situations. There's not a lot that you could do about it. It's car photography. Nope, I am not. Basically, the way this works is if you want your car photography rated, you need to drop your car photography in the comments on the pinned thing on my page. I don't go off other platforms and things like that. This all stays on TikTok. I don't go through other things. My photo weight saving in the comments on your pinned post. I don't work for TikTok, so I don't know I don't know how that works. Potentially edit them out. I'll be honest with you, I've got experience in this situation. I've got a lot of experience in this situation. And the issue you've got there with trying to edit them out is they are covering too many details on the cars. So you'd have to have got rid of all the cars as well. And then you would have had to try to keep in this blue strip here. It would have been one of those that I think it would have taken a lot of time. And I think, you know, in terms of the return you would have got for that, I don't think it's that much, you know. And as it goes with a lot of meat photos, you really do have to kind of, one, people want them back quickly. So you do need to kind of pick your battles. It's one of them, you know, I think you've got to pick your battles. But no, you've picked your battle well there. And I do like this shot a lot. I love this shot a lot. Really nice. Where is he? He is in here. He is in here, Callum is. I post my picture on the pinned comment. Good. That'll be there ready for the next live that we do. Hello, Freddie. Hello, hello, hello. Right. One caveat. Stop DMing me the pictures because I'm not looking at the DMs ones. To put it bluntly, I will not look at the DM ones you sent me. They have to go in the pinned video. They have to go in the pinned video. If they're not in the pinned video, they will not be looked at. I'm not going to be pulling any extras on this live unless that timer suddenly runs up a lot. But yeah, I just have to edit my picture. I didn't put it in your comments. Drop mine in your pinned video. Legend, mate. Thank you. That'll be there ready for the next live. We've been here before. We haven't done this one before, have we? Please tell me if the Sony... I'm not experienced enough with Sonys, but I've never heard of that one, to be honest with you. Put in your comments, Legend, mate. I'll check it out in a bit. Have you just changed the crop straight away? Is that what you did? When was the last refuel you went? It's a while ago now, mate. I won't go off topic too much, but as a lot of the regulars know, I was in an accident about a year ago now, and yeah, I've not bought a car, so I'm kind of relying on dealerships to lend stuff really for content. So that's the only time I go to refuel now. Yeah, I'll have a look now, mate. Best camera is the one in your hand. Completely agree. We're back just under my one, so maybe, yeah, fingers crossed. In your pinned vid for the next live. Yes, so the pinned like text post on my TikTok right now is ready for the next live. So go drop your picture in the comment on there. I can't talk today. Absolutely cannot talk today. Right. Little girly drink. Right. At Callum Waring, I believe he's in here. If not, he was asking about it, wasn't he? He was asking about it. You should do videos as well. I do videography, but I don't personally class myself as a videographer, if that makes sense. Like I do enough, but I just don't think, at least from my perspective, I don't think I'm in a situation where I could give feedback on videos. I probably could, but like, yeah, I don't think I'm quite there yet. Like a lot of my photography work I've done for years and years and years, and I do feel like that is in a situation where should someone be like, who are you to judge my pictures, I can back it up, but I don't know if I can with the videos just yet. I'm getting there. We're getting there. Maybe I'll do them. Maybe we'll see. So I didn't realize how to submit it properly. Now, Legend, mate, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not trying to call anyone out who's messaging me, but like I don't want people just constantly messaging me hoping I see it, but because I won't. But right, Callum Waring. We'll get on to this. Callum Waring, I think you are watching. I think you are here somewhere. I'm not gonna lie, right? And I'm sure as everyone in the comments is probably gonna agree with me, I have not got a single thing that I would change about this. Like personally, there is nothing I would change. Like this is spot on. I think like maybe I would have tried a heavier color grade, but I feel like I probably would have come back to this anyway. But like there is not, I would not have changed anything. This is genuinely like spot on. Mwah. Chef's kiss, Italian hand waving, everything. There is nothing wrong with this. Yeah, exactly as everyone's saying. Great use of foreground, good foliage, out of focus in the beginning there. Cars, like everything is spot on with this. Wouldn't have changed nothing. Would not have changed a thing. And yeah, people in the comments agree as well. Nothing I would have changed. Sorry, that's quite short, but there is nothing I would have changed. This is genuinely like spot on. And I'm sure the owner of the car is incredibly happy with that. And I'm sure you are as well, because this is brilliant. Fair play. Right. When is the next live? I don't know. Keep an eye out on the pinned post. I will put information in there. I'll put it in the comments and I'll pin the comment when it is. I don't know at the minute, to be honest with you. My schedule kind of changes every week, so I don't really, I don't have a plan just yet. Right. Now, this is genuinely a very, very, very nice shot from at rob.photo. As an image, this is nuts, as everyone is saying in the comments. But the one thing, if you're not watching this, I would love to see if you are watching this, but I don't think you are. I would love to know if those light rays are real or not, because I don't know if they are. But Either way, this is genuinely very good use of light rays, should they not be real. If they are real, this is like ridiculous. But no, good use of foreground, good, nice amount of kind of empty space going on, good coloring. I don't know if this is just the quality going on, but are the wheels being lost there? But I think that could genuinely just be the TikTok comments kind of reducing bits. But I maybe would have got rid of that plate there. I know it's not the actual plate, but I would have got rid of it just to keep the yellow going on. But no, this is genuinely really good. Like I said, good use of foreground there with the other car. Maybe those steps you perhaps could have got rid of, but again, I don't think that's that important to this image. But no, I'd love to know if those rays are real though. I'd love to know if they are, because if they are, this is incredibly impressive. If they're not, it's still incredibly impressive. I'm just keen to see if they are or not. But again, I think we've had an incredibly high standard of images come through, so I wouldn't change anything. This is really, really good. Fair play. They are real, are they? There's 2 cars. Yeah, there's 2 in there. Is that fab I'm hearing? Yeah. It's been too many years in corporate, mate. I say fab, not the rays. Yeah, I don't know if they are. Still a great pick regardless. Yeah, either way, this is still that's what I'm asking. I'm just kind of keen. I'm keen to know. More than anything, it's just me being nosy, to be honest. Right. At NB Media. It's all right. Let's have a look. Now, a lot of the comments are saying, oh, right, is that fob? Yeah, it's Fall Out Boy in the background. Now, a lot of people are saying in the comments that this is a very good image, and you're right. But I do have some things I'd like to say about this. Hit the nail on the head there, both of you. You've both hit the nail on the head. You've literally just taken the words out of my mouth. There is too much going on. There is a lot of kind of what I call, like, there's a lot of iconic stuff going on. So, like, having your feet in the foreground has become a thing now. The train going on in the background is a cool part of it as well. For me, there's too much. There's too many USPs to this image. So if this was me, I would have cropped it here. I think right on those poles, that's where I would have gone, because the front 3/4 there on its own is good enough, and is more than good enough. And the train movement in the background is really good as well. I think I would have cropped in and just got rid of the feet. I don't think they suit this image. And I would have just kind of brought down the brightness on the car, because it's a little bit much, probably. But it's long shot time the train. Yeah, the train on its own would have been a perfect background. I just don't think the foreground is working for me. And the car is too bright there. But I think, yeah, I would have gone in a little bit and just brought the brightness down on the car, and that would have been a genuinely, like, really, really good picture. I think the foreground and this kind of stuff going on over here is a bit too much for me. But no, other than that, it's very good. Obviously, getting that train and stuff does take some planning and some time in. But no, it's good. It's good. Just the foreground for me isn't working. There's too much kind of going on around the outside. Where are we at? What's going on? It says, when does the internet complain about feet? You're right. I'm complaining about it. Okay. At Street View Moto. So, you've caught the time of the lighting is lovely there. I think personally, looking at this, the cars in the background, this is a bit of a weird shot to me. I don't know how it's happened, but it's almost like a panning shot, but somehow the cars in the background are still completely in focus, even though they look parked. So there's a bit of a weird kind of perception thing going on there that doesn't quite make sense to me. So I would have just got rid of all of these. Good old bring in my mate Phil, generative Phil, and I would have just got rid of all of that. And then I think this would have been like quite good actually, but I think that's the problem, is just those background bits. Other than that, it's actually quite good. I think you've got just the right amount of blur in the wheels and tires. The color grading, I know a lot of people saying the sky's too white and stuff like that. I actually kind of think it works with the white of the bike. And obviously you've got the rays from the sun coming in there, so it kind of works in my opinion. I would have just got rid of these cars in the background and that sign. And then you're onto a winner. The name's Phil, Gen Phil. I'm going to have to get like a t-shirt made, don't I? The name's Phil, Gen Phil. Appreciate the share, Freddie. Thank you very much. It's good to see people are sharing these lives and stuff now, and we are getting some good numbers on these. Like, we're on like 50 at the moment, nearly 50, which is good. Hello, Freddie. Hello. When's the next live? I don't know. I haven't got that far ahead in planning my week just yet. But just a quick brief pause while everyone is here. Definitely go check out all my other platforms that I have. So I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everything. If we could all go check those out, that'd be really, really good. And don't forget, I've got Patreon as well, where I put presets and loads of good templates and things like that. So like, you know, how to contact dealerships and all these other like stuff that most people don't post. It's literally £3 a month. So if you could all go check that out, the link's in the bio, and yeah, that'd be really appreciated. I'm in Europe, so just want to be sure the times match up. Yeah, when I do it, I will just keep an eye on the comments on the pinned video, and I'll pin the comments on there, and I'll do it that way. I don't know why I'm posting my photos on my accounts of my personal. Okay, right. Now, I do, if you can buy a Starbucks a week, you can join the Patreon. Facts. It's cheaper than a coffee. But just a quick one, because someone's just commented now. Do not DM me the photos. If you DM, like a lot of people have, if you DM me the photos, I'm not gonna use them. It's all in the pinned video. It's all in the pinned video. All the instructions there. Definitely check out the Patreon. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Right, where are we at? What time is it? Yeah, we're coming up to timing wise now. I will be shooting off at 12 regardless. Okay, Marcus M.H. Mickelson. This is very cool. E30 M3 with Marlboro livery. I think we can all agree is cool. Now, this one stood out to me because I saw in the comments that he said, or he or she said, they are very early to photography, and this is one of the first few things they've done. And I'll be honest with you, and I think everyone in the comments is going to agree, for a first kind of early day shot, this is really, really good. You got a nice front 3/4, wheel pointing the right way, so the wheel face is pointing at you, not the tire. The lighting is really good. The setting is really good. I think for me, there's just a little bit too much negative space down here, so maybe kind of cut all this out and just get the car in the middle. But you know what? Like, for an old abandoned warehouse to have this carring and stuff, it's actually really cool. I really, really like this. I think just get rid of this kind of bottom section here, just so the car itself is in the middle. But yeah, apparently, according to the comments, this was an early, like they haven't long picked the camera up or something I saw. So I'm pretty sure it was this image. So yeah, no, as an early days picture, this is incredibly impressive. You just need to get rid of that negative space, just change the crop, and that would be, yeah, spot on, to be honest. Okay. Will more than one preset be released? As I work through them, I will start releasing more than one preset. I'll be honest with you, I've had one preset for the last 4 years that I've used as a base for everything, and I've just adapted it from there. I'll be honest, if you're looking for somewhere for presets only, the Patreon is not it. The Patreon will not just be a preset pack place. The Patreon will be like a place for assets, like not just presets. There will be genuine assets in there that will help you adapt as a business, not just as an editor. That's what I want my Patreon to be. I want it to be an asset to people that will actually help them develop a business and actually turn their hot passion into a hobby, not necessarily just become a better photographer, because that's probably about 20% of the job, really. Right, at Brad G52. I think he was watching this, wasn't he? I also believe he's an Exeter-based photographer. Right, yeah, Ferrari 812 comp by Brad G52. Do you know, I think this is quite clean, really. I think other than the reflections going on the side there, but I'm guessing this is probably as he was leaving or something like that. Other than those reflections on the side there, this is actually like really, really good. Really, really good. There's not much bad I can say about it. Good. I like the kind of the foliage, the shrubbery, you know, as a foreground. Background is clean as well. Like there's no cameras or anything like that hanging around. It was parked there for the whole meet. Okay, right. Sorry, Brad, but you've just been dropped in it. Now, if this was me, tripod, and I would have done one exposure of the front of the car with the CPL turned one way, and then I would have turned the CPL the other way to get rid of the reflections on both sides, and then merged them in Photoshop afterwards to get a cleaner picture. The plants kind of pull myself away from the subject. Yeah, I think they are a bit bright. I do see what you mean. The more I'm looking at it, obviously, the more I see these things. But yeah, I kind of see what you mean. But it's good use of foreground. So I think perhaps, yeah, if you just desaturate the green a little bit, it may change that. But yeah, you have been dropped in it, unfortunately. So I would look to learn CPL rotations and how to merge two different CPL rotations. I think that would instantly have been a better picture. And then my usual thing of masking this area down the bottom is a bit bright as well. So just a bit of masking down here, maybe not so much up here, and just learn about CPL rotations if that car is parked. But yeah, unfortunately, Brad, he's saying sorry, but I'm going to out him. Fred NXE. It's fine. It's a place for feedback. This is a safe place. We're all here to give each other feedback. But no, I think, yeah, you just need to, I think, have a look at learning how to do CPL rotations and merge the CPL rotations. He's back in the chat. Anyway, right, next one. You missed it. No, Brad, learn about CPL rotations. I think learn about CPL rotations. So you've got your circular polarizer covering the front of the car there. But if you had a tripod, you could have done one picture there, turned the CPL and done the other side there and got rid of all these messy reflections. And then just mask in, perhaps desaturate the screen. Other than that, good shot. Right. What on earth is that? I mean the car. I'm not judging the picture, look at the car. Have you done mine yet? I'll have a quick flick through now. I don't know how many we got quite a lot left actually. Right, what are we on time wise? Okay, I've got till 12, so I'll try and get through these quickly. I'm going to be a little bit rude on this one, and I am going to jump a bit because I don't really know what I'm meant to be looking at here, unfortunately. Okay. Right. Yeah, it's definitely some China-based thing. I'm not going to comment on it because I don't really know what I'm meant to be looking at, to be completely honest. I don't know if I'm looking at the bridge. I don't know if I'm looking at the pink car. So we're gonna scooch past. Right, at Slegner, I think he was here yesterday. Good front on shot, dead straight front on. Good arrow, like good use of the arrow there as well. Like good use of the arrow there. Normally I'd be saying like get rid of this, but it's an Audi thing. So I think actually I would like to have seen more of it, I think is my feedback there. And yeah, it looks to me like the highlights are a little bit blown out on the top of the roof there and maybe across some of the bonnet. But it's just a dead straight front on shot. You can't really go wrong with these. It's always a good safe bet and a good shot to get. But no, I like the fact the arrow's there. I would have just, like I said, normally I'd be like, get rid of the Audi thing. But I'd like to have actually seen more of it, I think, because it's the Audi thing. But yeah, I think... Yeah, so yeah, either crop it out and get rid of it, or I would like to have seen more of it, I think, is the blunt way of putting that, to be honest. Right, I'm going to try and chip away through some of these a little bit quickly so we can... I am aware that we do have a gentleman who's been waiting very patiently throughout all of this, and definitely keep running this timer up, because then it'd be good if I can actually get this timer to last until 12. If we could do that, that'd be class, because that's the first time I've run that timer, so it'd be good to do. Okay, right, I'm gonna chip away through these. So people who've been on the live for a while, please police the comments as much as you can. I'm going to try and just chip away through these as much as possible, but definitely keep running that timer up if we can. That'd be great. If we can get it to last until 12 o'clock, that would be lovely. Okay, right. At Shem_Clelton. If I say that wrong, I'm really, really sorry. Now, this, good car, good lighting. Some of this is a bit distracting, but it's not too bad. There is a bin lurking there, which is really annoying me. And I would have just changed the crop a bit so that the car has enough breathing space both sides, because you've got a bit less there than you have on that side. But you've clearly done a good job at bringing up the details in the tyres and the wheels there. Like, you've clearly done some good use of masking and good tools usage there. Just that bin in the background is what's doing it for me. Other than that, this is gorgeous. Like, this is a really cool car and a really cool shot. Good, just good masking, good everything. I would have just got rid of that bin. I think, even though yes, it's out of focus, it's just still a bit too much. But no, this is good. This is really good. I love the color grade as well. It's almost like vintage retro, but not at the same time. But no, this is genuinely a very good shot. Just change the crop to have matching breathing space both sides, and just get rid of the bin, I think, is all I could say on that, really. Right, where are we at? Where are we at? At M. Martin Photos. Oh, Martin was he in? He was in here earlier, I think, wasn't he? Now, this I like a lot. To be honest, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm liking it, really. I think, do you know what, actually, I was about to say that it's almost as if the roof of the car is out of focus, but I think that's just the quality, that's just TikTok ruining it. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know what, yeah. I think if I was to be super critical, and I get like, this is really good shot. If I was to be stupid critical, I would have got rid of like some of this here. I wouldn't have changed any of this. I would have just got rid of that entry bit and those signs there. But like, I don't even know anything else I'd have done, because this is gorgeous. Like, this is a really good shot. Good use of masking. The colours are bang on. You know, like you've obviously used a bit of clarity to bring up some kind of glossiness on the car. But even if the car was, you know, that glossy anyway. But yeah, I would, yeah, like everyone's saying there, I would have just got rid of the entry sign and those blue signs there. But again, that is being critical as well. Like, I'm not really drawn to them. But no, this as a straight front on shot, like, this is good. This is really, really good. I really like it. Right, let's keep going. Let's keep going through them. Oh, where is he? Where is he? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Come on, show you. He's hiding now. Look, he's hiding in the comments now. Anyway, right. At Cartel Automotive, moderator for this. So if anyone says anything bad about this, he's going to boot you. I'm joking, he's not. Right, I think you know probably what I'm going to say, because you watch enough of these lives. Oh, you know what I'm going to say because you watch enough of these lives. So, breathing space either side. Good use of masking. I know, yeah, like I said, you can see the masking, but it kind of works for me. It's not over the top. I think the main thing for me is going to just be breathing space, I think. And circular polarizer on the front would have been nice, because I would have brought back the blue across the bonnet and some sort of darkness and contrast in the windscreen. But I think you actually did say you've picked up a CPL recently, or after you got these. But no, I think honestly with this, it's just that extra breathing space on the other side, and like you've just said, a bit of straightening out. So all of it, realistically, the only thing you need to do is change the crop, and you'd be on to a pretty good one. But yeah, I'd just go back and change the crop. Yeah, that's it really. But yeah, like we're saying, good spot, good location, good use of masking. You've not lost any details in the wheels despite them being dark. Nice little bit of kind of tire detail there. Colors are pretty good. It's just the crop for me. I think if you change the crop and maybe tilt it a little bit, you'd be onto a winner. But no, good shot, mate. Good shot. And yeah, I can't change anything really. Right, some cool bits on that 6N2. Yeah, I'm guessing there's some, I don't know, I don't know enough about 6N2s to comment there. Using my data right now is horrible. We have done yours, Gareth. I know we've done yours. So yeah, yours will be posted up later. Buttering me up, I'd say. Buttering you up. I've already said I'll get you an affiliate code, mate. Calm down. It is generally quite good. Oh, bear with. Was that just frozen? Okay, we've run into technical difficulties because that is not the image that I'm on right now. Bear with. 1 second. We have run into a technical difficulty. For some reason, this has stopped. What's going on? Bear with, people. Bear with, people. We're getting there. What's going on with this? Okay, yeah, that's definitely crashed. 1 second, people. We will get onto it. Let me just going to bin that off. I'm just going to pop another one on. 1 second. All right. 1 second. I'm just going to scooch myself down here. Scooch that. I don't know why that paused then. Scooch myself down. Right. Don't ask me what happened there. I don't know. Okay. There we go. Right. Playing ball now. Don't know what happened there then. Okay. Right. Apologies about that. I have no idea what happened then. Just go back from that, mate. It was disappointing. Didn't get as many good ones as I'd like. I don't speak to you soon, mate. Whack it in the old Lightroom. See what you get. You never know. I'm here. Yes, you are. Right. I think, looking at this, right, at its pure truss, have I said that right? So what I would say about this one is these railings are incredibly annoying, but I understand this is probably not in your control. So I would have a go at trying to get rid of these, at least just these front ones, because I do, looking at where they're covering, I do think you could. Maybe up here you'd struggle, but I do actually think it is probably possible for you to get rid of these. It would be hard work, but I think it'd be worth it. The light source you've got, the masking and the color grade you've got on this is gorgeous, by the way. Like, it is really nice. I think this sign needs to go. I think I would give it a go. I would try and see if you can get rid of them in Photoshop, or note for the next time you go there or next kind of event where this happens, ask them if you can move them, or as Cartel Automotive saying, I'm not an advocate of this, move them and then say sorry. But no, I would try and get rid of them. I think you could. I do think you could. I think it is possible, but definitely give it a go. But no, I think the color grade on this is actually really, really nice. I think the color grade is nice, but yeah, those barriers are a bit annoying. But I do appreciate that is probably, that's not in your control, obviously. And yeah, that's the only thing I'd say, actually. I think just try and get rid of these and maybe get rid of a couple of these little bits. And one thing, now I'm looking at them more, all up this top bit here is incredibly noisy. It's only there though. The rest of the image is fine. Just up here, it's really, really grainy. So I would maybe bring a mask in and just drop some shadows or exposure up there, I think is what I would do, to be honest. But yeah, right, where are we at? Did you already do the Ferraris? You dropped the same picture that we did yesterday, didn't you? Can you rate my BMW? If anyone wants anything rated in the next, like, 2 minutes, unfortunately, we're talking galaxies, yeah? That's what we're talking. If anyone wants anything rated in the next live, go drop it in the comments on my pinned post on my page now. Just drop me a DM with it, mate. It'll be fine. I'm not taking any more submissions today unless there's galaxies coming through. That's the only time I'm doing it now, because I do have to run in the next, like, 5 minutes maximum. So I am trying to get through these as well as everything else. So at JR Car Photos, but yeah, I will be shooting off in about 5 minutes max. So we got 2 pictures left. So let me get through these. Let me have a look at it. But the pic is edited. Okay, I haven't got the 2 Ferraris because I'll be honest, mate, like, not when I first looked at it, I wasn't sure if it was, I thought it was the same image. So I haven't got that. I do try to make sure that everyone's doing different images every time, basically. Okay, at gr.carphotos. Good color grade, good use of masking, good composition, good leading lines. That pole is the problem for me. Other than that, this is pretty bang on, you know. Yeah, like, I wouldn't have changed anything else. I'd have just got rid of that pole. I think color grading wise, lighting wise, composition wise, this is really, really good. I'd have just got rid of that pole. I know it's incredibly small and I'm being very, very picky, but that is the one thing that is what's bugging me. I think that is what's annoying me there. But no, this is really, really good. Right, where is he? Because he's been waiting like all day for this. Let me zoom in. Well, the quality has been ruined, but I see the premise. It's okay. Right, hour and 45 minutes later, he's still here. So let's get on it. So yes, this is the feet situation again, but I would personally, I know we're not giving enough. There's not enough gifts coming in to do feet pics. I sent another email. It's okay. I'll be honest, mate. Like in terms, I don't think I know the quality isn't the best, but that's not. It's not something I'm going to comment on this because like I know you take quality pictures, so I'm not going to sit here and like say, oh, it's pixelated. But for what I can see, the feet thing, the shoes thing is negotiable, as the comments have all said. It is negotiable, but it kind of works, kind of doesn't. I think it's one of them, like, where you've done it, you could edit it out if you wanted. I like the use of the Koenigsegg badge, and everyone knows that I'm a big fan of this. I do like the single color thing. I do like having just one color pop, if that makes sense. So I think desaturating everything else and having just the orange in is really good. I really like it. Dead straight on shot. I like the edit. I like the Koenigsegg badge in it. I think if you took the feet, like if you took the shoes out, you'd have to take the Koenigsegg badge out. It's, it's one of them, like you'd have to, because that introduces a nice bit of balance. So if you got rid of one, you'd have to get rid of the other, if you ask me. But no, other than that, this is genuinely really good. I think you've done a really good shot. If you look at the raw, you'll see, I'll have to have a look at that in a minute. Even the plate is real nice. No, this is good. I like it. Right. Who's done what? What's been going on? Craig Smith. Okay, right. Craig, have you sent me an image? What have you sent it on? I can see he's messaged me on TikTok. So if I go pull this now. I commented on DMs. Yeah, I'll take it from the DM now. Bear with. Ooh. Now we're talking. Oh, cool spot there. Now we are talking. Hello. We're in good hands with Craig here. But yeah, as Craig dropped a Galaxy, we will be doing Craig's. I haven't missed anyone else, but I do appreciate all the gifts that have come through and everything, like from everyone. Like I said, I don't do this for money, but if I can go get myself a coffee afterwards, that would be lovely, Okay, let me just open this. We've got a good one here. Fair play, Craig. This is a good one. Let me just pull that up on screen. What time is it? Right, yeah, I've got a minute. Okay, Craig. Licks.16. You'll need to send a different image, mate. The one you posted was basic. Like, I know you've done the editing and stuff, but like, I think drop a different one in. I think, let's keep. I don't want to be kind of showing up the same things a lot, if that makes sense. Right. Craig Smith. This is good. I like it. Where are we at? Past 12 and you haven't eaten. No, I'm not feeling okay. I've got coffee, but that's about it. Little fake starbies. Right, as everyone in the comment is saying, this is good. Now, Craig, I'm having a look because like I think normally I will say Craig, what I'd normally be saying is more breathing room, but in this instance, you don't need it. I think when it comes to the rally and stuff and the action shots, you don't need the breathing room because I think it kind of, like we were saying with the BMW picture from earlier, where they were wheel spinning and stuff. It's very much, yes, the breathing room would be nice, but it's an action shot. So it's one, it's not always possible, and two, it doesn't always suit it. You've got your shutter speed spot on here as well to catch the water where you did. The direct flash I kind of like as well. And yes, it gives the I'm going to get run over feeling, which this does. And yeah, this is cool. I think maybe those high vis up there are a little bit kind of distracting. But again, it's a rally. So it's kind of, they're there and you know why they're there. It's safety. But I think maybe I would have liked to have seen these kind of, use my mate Phil, generative Phil, and got these out. And I think actually then you would have been onto this is good, but I think it would have been even better. But no, as far as action shots go, you've smashed this. But yeah, like everyone's saying, the texture on the water is spot on. You get that I'm going to get run over feeling. No, I think as a rally photo, this is good. This is really good. What rally is this? Like, whereabouts is this? I took it when I was 13. Am I reading that right? Did you actually take this when you were 13? It's Galloway Hills Rally in 2008. Wow. You've revealed your age to everyone there, mate. Wow. That's impressive. That's really impressive. I think when I was 13, I was just rolling around in mud or something. I wasn't taking pictures of rallies. Mate, wow. Mate, I'm sure as anyone else in the comments is going to agree, that's actually, stupid impressive to be taking that at 13. I want to see, what camera? I think as far as the rating goes, I can't say anything else, but I want to know what. A 13. Wow. That's wild. I've DM'd you and emailed you, mate, from whenever you want to do it. Yeah, wicked, mate. Yeah, I don't know when I'm doing the next live at the minute. I'm still trying to work it out because I haven't really got a plan for this week at the moment. I've got a few things I need to sort out, but I'm not really sure what. Standard Canon with an 18-55. Right, everyone, as I always preach, right? This is proof that you don't need silly gear to take silly good photos. The one edit of my photo, let me have a look. What have you done with it? Have you, E901 Rec, have you sent it to me or have you dropped it back in the comments? I won't pull it up on screen, but like I'll tell you like if you've done the right crop or not. Because I'm guessing like, probably have. So yeah, for some reason your things doesn't come up. Drifting vet, oh. Where's he gone? At E901 Rec, can you just message me again? For some reason, your comments don't show up on that post, which is really annoying. And also, we're nearing in on 4,000 followers at the minute, which is like really cool. Like this has really kind of grown a lot recently. So there's some really cool images on this newest post. Just sent to you, legend, mate. Let me have a look. Let me have a looky. I've got it. That's spot on, mate. That is bang on. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to pull it up on screen now, but that, like, what you've done with that is spot on. I would not have changed anything. Like, that is absolutely bang on. Have you edited out the plate as well? Yeah, you have. Oh, you've been on a mission, mate. Nah, fair play. What you've done with that is bang on. Like, I wouldn't change nothing else on that. Let's take a minute, mate. It'll fly. Yeah, I think I've landed on something here, to be honest, with all of this. But yeah, we are very much nearing in on some good stuff. But no, E901 Rec, you like I said, I won't pull it up now, but you've done that spot on. Right. Okie dokie. What time is it? Because I will be shooting off in 4 minutes because I do actually genuinely have to go. Where we are? Can you check mine? Not sure if I send now. So the pinned TikTok that's up on page now is for the next live. I will add information to the comments on that for the next live. So yeah, my stomach's rumbling from here. So yes, thank you everyone who sent in pictures to this live, and I appreciate everyone who sent through the gifts and dropped the follows and likes and everything. It's been amazing. This has definitely gone very, very well. If you want your pictures to appear or have a chance of them appearing in the next live, there is a pinned video on my page right now, or pinned like text post. If you drop your pictures in the comments on there and then keep an eye on that post for the next live, they will all be, I will be taking them from the comments. If you DM me or email me, I will not be pulling them out from there. I need them all to basically be in one place, to be honest with you, so I can just save them and pull them up on the next thing. But if you're watching this on YouTube or TikTok, I really appreciate you getting this far and joining and sharing and everything. But yes, I will be shooting off now. Don't forget to check out all my other social media platforms, and definitely check me out on YouTube. All the usernames are the same. It's all at G3CXO. I do have a Patreon as well, where I put in digital assets that are incredibly useful for any photographer trying to elevate their business, as well as elevate their photography as well. So there is my preset in there and just general kind of documents and how-tos and structured things to help them out. I think that's everything. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're watching on TikTok, I will be shooting off now. Please drop me a follow. Definitely drop a like on some of my posts. And I will see you all again very, very soon.